that. So we are on 96 now. Okay. And this lesson, again, we have done these before, so it's going to be a nice little review. Okay. So we have p squared equals 49. All right, so we're solving for p, and because it's squared, then you want to get rid of that square, so you square root this side. And when you do that, that becomes, maybe I should give myself a little more room here. P equals the square root of 49, because we're getting rid of that square. So what is the square root of 49? Is 7. Now, the only other new little concept, and I think I've showed you this in the past, you do need to put a plus and a minus. Why? Okay, when you're doing squares, remember a negative times a negative will give you a positive. So there's two solutions to this. It's kind of like when we've done our trinomials, we put them down to two binomials and we solved for x. You had x equals 3, x equals a negative 3. Both answers would work. Same thing here. Both answers, plus 2 7s, 7 times 7, and negative 7 times 7 would make that answer true. So be careful. All right, let's look at B. We'll go pretty quickly. These are, you're going to like that this is a easy lesson. Okay. P squared equals 39. All right. And so again, P will equal square root of 39 plus or minus. Now we can't simplify square root of 39 anymore, so we'll leave it at that. But say we get an answer where we can simplify it, then we need to break that down. You know, and I can show you another example of that later. I'm going to just keep moving forward here because of time. All right, K2 equals 11. So again, K would equal plus or minus square root of 11. All right, so again, that 11 can't be simplified anymore, but again, always check your square root. If you can simplify it smaller, you're going to need to do that. Okay, that was number 8. Now number 9 was just like what we did. You don't have to do 9 because it's evens only, but again, if you're looking in your book, it's the linear functions, nonlinear functions. Actually, I see a linear one. Letter B is a linear. It's a line there. Okay, so the lines are linear. So let's drop down to number 10, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the board super quick here. Okay. Hope to see some of you at the Zoom meeting Monday at 1 o'clock, and we'll do some problems on the board for those that typically come to Math Lab. Okay, the directions say simplify. I'm not going to write that on there right now, but that's what your directions say. You did this last week, and I posted some videos that were already on YouTube, which they have done a great job. So I did not want to recreate the wheel, but we will go ahead and do a quick little tune-up here. That gives you another problem today. Okay. All right. I'm going to change markers here. I guess I'm going to use a red. All right. Be very, very careful. And like I said, my bonus could look something like this. This has a division, and when you divide fractions, skip, flip, multiply. So in your head, you should put this on top, that on the bottom. You want to do that automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and just change that right now. So I'm going to make that a times, and I'm going to put that on the bottom. And I will go ahead and put I lost my spot here, number 10. I'll put this on the top. So that's how you would write that on the paper when you saw that division one. Go ahead and skip, flip, multiply. All right, so now we can go into simplifying our trinomials. And first of all, we always want to see if we can factor anything first. Fact, if they have anything in common. So we got an x here, x here, x here. So definitely we can factor out an x first. plus 2x minus 15. All right. Then let's see, can we even simplify this trinomial? Yes, we can. So let's go back. What two numbers will give you negative 15 when you times, but when you add them, you'll get to 2x. So let's see, 5 and 3. Which one's going to be negative? Which one's going to be positive? The 5 has to be positive, and the 3 has to be negative. Okay? I'm not going to take too much time, but you know, if you do your multiplying, you'll come back to this trinomial. All right, so he's simplified as much as I can possibly do right now. Okay, let's go down to this one. Yes, I can factor on another x. All right, so he's done. There's nothing more I can do. He's totally simplified. Let's go here. Let's see, I'll change colors so you can see a little bit better. Factor out an x again, and I'm finished there. And let's see, this one looks similar to that one. We're going to factor out an x. So x squared minus 6x plus 9. Then that trinomial. All right, so we're going to get a minus 3, a minus 3, because we want a negative, and negative will give us the 9, but when you add, you'll get your negative 6. Okay, so now, because they're fractions in multiplication, we can cancel diagonally, top to bottom, but they have to be exactly the same. The signs have to be exactly the same. So let's get another color. I'll grab my brown here. So I do see an x plus 5. He'll cancel. I see the x. I can cancel an x there. Okay, remember this, he's kind of gone away because I changed him up to that. All right, so let's go ahead and cross him out too. I see an x3 here, x3 here I can cancel. I can cancel an x. And can I cancel x minus 3 over here? Absolutely. It's diagonal, just like when you do fractions. So it looks like everything canceled. So that's 1 over 1, or you could say 1. Everything canceled. Boy, that was a great cleanup one on that one. Not all the time will they end up, you know, so beautifully like that. Sometimes you'll have maybe an x minus 3 over an x plus 5. That's perfectly fine. Okay. All right. So that's a little tune-up from the last week. Again, dear, I'm going to be posting things. Just be looking on Google Classroom. You're doing a great job of submitting your work. Just remember to please put your name. I love you guys. I miss you. And hope to see some of you in Math Lab on Monday at 1. God bless. Love you. Use your fruits.